The protracted legal battle surrounding Jamila A., a London resident, and her controversial tweet targeting Newcastle United star player, Alexander Isak, has finally concluded. The Crown Prosecution Service, CPS, has dropped all charges, marking a significant turning point in a case that ignited intense debate about free speech, racial slurs, and the complexities of hate crime legislation. Jamila A. found herself facing charges under the Communications Act 2003, a consequence of a single tweet posted in July 2023. In this tweet, she used a racial slur, the word nigga, to refer to Isak, a black footballer. The incident escalated rapidly. A data monitoring organization flagged the tweet, triggering a referral to the Metropolitan Police. Subsequently, the Met referred the case to the CPS, leading to the formal charges and the commencement of a grueling legal battle that stretched over a year and a half. The lengthy legal process exposed deep divisions within society regarding the boundaries of acceptable online expression and the potential for disproportionate responses to perceived hate speech. The case became a focal point for discussions on the role of technology in policing social media, the effectiveness of data monitoring organizations, and the potential for such mechanisms to lead to overzealous prosecutions. The debate also revolved around the interpretation of intent behind online comments, the challenges of establishing concrete evidence in digital environments, and the appropriate balance between protecting vulnerable individuals from online abuse and upholding fundamental rights to freedom of speech. The CPS's decision to drop the charges was announced with a statement emphasizing their ongoing commitment to prosecuting hate crimes. A spokesperson clarified that the decision stemmed from a comprehensive review of the evidence, ultimately concluding that a realistic prospect of conviction no longer existed. This statement, however, failed to fully address the concerns raised by critics who argued that the initial decision to prosecute was overly aggressive, potentially setting a problematic precedent for future cases involving similar online interactions. The initial reaction from the CPS, when contacted by the independent newspaper in July of the previous year, painted a starkly different picture. Their statement emphasized the profound impact of hate crime on victims and communities, underscoring their unwavering commitment to tackling such offenses. They explicitly stated that being from an ethnic minority background did not provide immunity from prosecution for racially abusing someone. This statement, while highlighting the CPS's commitment to fighting hate crime, further emphasized the perceived contradiction in the eventual decision to drop the charges. The contrast between the initial strong stance and the final decision to drop the charges raises questions about the CPS's internal processes and the complexities of navigating the legal landscape surrounding online hate speech. The case underscores the challenges in balancing the need to protect individuals from racial abuse with the potential for overreach in the application of hate crime legislation. Jamila A.'s case serves as a potent reminder of the delicate balance between free speech and the fight against racism. It compels a deeper examination of the evolving relationship between online communication, legal frameworks, and the potential for disproportionate responses to incidents that, while offensive, may not meet the threshold for criminal prosecution. The case continues to fuel discussions about the role of social media platforms, data monitoring organizations, and law enforcement agencies in addressing online hate speech, prompting calls for more nuanced approaches to prosecuting such cases. The legal battle's outcome leaves a lingering sense of unease, prompting questions about whether the justice system adequately balances the rights of individuals to express themselves, however imperfectly, with the imperative to protect victims of hate crime. The case ultimately highlights the need for a more refined, context-sensitive approach to navigating this complex and ever-evolving digital landscape. The lasting impact of this case will undoubtedly influence future debates and legal interpretations surrounding online hate speech, forcing a crucial reassessment of existing legal frameworks and their application in the digital age. The ambiguities surrounding this case, despite its conclusion, ensure that the discussion surrounding free speech, hate speech, and the role of law enforcement in the digital age will continue long after the charges against Jamila A. were dropped.